Hello everyone, welcome again to the Indian Polity Lecture Series for Civil Services Examination. My name is Shankar Ray. Today is the video lecture number 11 where we shall be discussing the important topics. Already I have initiated the functions and the structure of the state legislature as well as the parliament in the video lecture number 10. So kindly go back and watch the video so that you have a better understanding to also understand this video lecture number 11. And for those who have not watched the previous 10 number of videos, I would also encourage you people kindly watch those videos. Now today we are basically going to discuss on the important topic. This is video lecture number 8, the parliament and the state legislature and the conduct of business. In the previous video we have already discussed the structure and the functioning. Now here our focus will be to understand the how does the business happens in the inside the chambers of the parliament as well as the state legislature. Now let us understand. In the power of the speaker, so quickly, the functions of the functionaries like speaker is the presiding officer in the Lok Sabha. Similarly, at the state level, it is the state legislative assembly. Speaker, there is also a deputy speaker in case of absent of the speaker, and at the Rajya Sabha and the legislative council, in case if the states are having, then it is the chairperson or the deputy chairperson. Normally, the vice president is the chairperson of the Rajya Sabha. So it is a rule number 368. Okay, the speaker shall preserve order and shall have all the powers necessary for the purpose of enforcing own decisions. And in that case, what we have understood that the speaker is having all the powers to enforce the decisions in order to have a very good and smooth functioning of the house. Rule number 373 says the speaker, if is of opinion that the conduct of any member is grossly disorderly, many may direct such members to withdraw immediately from the house. It is also possible. Any member to so ordered to withdraw shall do so forthwith and shall remain absent during the remainder of the day sitting. So what does the speaker has the power? So for example, any member of parliament is basically not following the prescribed order of the particular house, then speaker has the power to withdraw the member for a stipulated time period, be it a day also. So that's basically it's not going to hamper in a lot, but that's basically, entire country is watching them, and when a member is getting that's kind of feeling a guilt type of thing that I have not followed that rule, so that is also speaker to make them obedient to the rules and regulations of the house, they also initiate in that way. So this is however we have understood rule number 378 and rule number 373. Now let us try to understand for the recalcitrant members. And what you mean by recalcitrant, here I have referred to you people. The meaning of the recalcitrant means those who are not obedient or continuously defying the authority, restraining, and very difficult to manage or operate, or non-responsible to the treatments. I do not want to comment on the kind of business what happens in the parliament. Sometimes we have seen some of the disturbing kind of discussions and as well as the debate, a lot of disturbances what happens as well as at the state level. So the speaker may, it deems it necessary, name a member who disregards the authority of the chair, that is a presiding officer, or abuses the rules of the houses by the presidently and willful obstructing the business thereof. They will be named as this one. Okay, they'll be named as recalcitrant members. Now if a member is so named by the speaker, now what will happen, the speaker shall on a motion being made forthwith put the question that the member naming such member, that you XYZ be suspended from the service of the house for a period not exceeding the remainder of the session. That means maximum for a period of the entire session also it can initiate, provided that the house may at any time on a motion being made resolve that the such suspension be terminated. That is also possible when the person finds that yes and also agrees, or there is any kind of resolves motions between the in the particular house, then also the termination can be suspended. A member suspended under this rule shall forthwith withdraw for the precautions of the houses. So this is what the rules suggest. We have previously we have highlighted the position of the speaker. Here also we have tried to know that any person who is obstructing the house or not defying the rules and regulations, so the person can be suspended. And there are many occasions and many examples we have seen in the history of our parliamentary proceedings as well as state legislature where the speaker has exercised the rules. Now, understanding from the examination perspective, I have only given you the important point. There are so many different types of rules and conventions which are not that much of important from the exam point of view, so I have not discussed in detail unless and until you are having the political science optional paper. So I'll be taking separately session for the optional paper. There you'll be trying to understand how does that happen. Okay, so with that we are ending this particular very short video related to the businesses and the conduct of businesses in the parliament as well as the state legislature. Thank you so much. If you are having any kind of question, feel free to ask. I'm looking forward to see you again. Thank you.